Good morning. First things first, at the end of this month we'll be reading Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This is just a quick reminder. And also I have put in the video description some links for a digital version of Mice and Men, free of charge. And if I can find one, also an audiobook, and they should probably also be on the screen right now. So yeah, if you read it before the end of the month, then you can really partake in the discussion. Second off, well, we've gone online and we've had our first public viewings. I've collected a little bit of feedback, and what it seems to gravitate to is that the review videos, the shorter videos, need to be shorter for one, less spoiler heavy, and maybe less like a high school project, but I'm working on that final point. This is not my first time hearing that the videos should be shorter. A friend of mine told me at some point that the average attention span of someone on the internet is about 3 minutes. And at first I thought that was sort of exaggerated, but well, now again I'm getting feedback that the videos are too long. And so I can see that I could broaden my audience by making shorter videos. But on the other hand, like I spend a lot of time on YouTube and I watch a lot of like game reviews, film reviews, let's plays and game design discussions and such. And most of the videos I usually watch start at about 6 minutes, like 15 minutes is pretty normal for the sort of video that I watch. And one has to wonder, I could really broaden my audience by making shorter videos, but on the other hand, is it really wise to optimize towards a target audience of people who don't use YouTube when I'm making a YouTube show? So, well, obviously there's a lot of things that I still have to figure out about the format, so I'm at least going to make a shorter video, which is less spoiler heavy, just really to see how that works out. But yeah, I'm very much figuring out the format, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Which leads us to the voting. We're going to be voting for which book we read in January. There's going to be 3 comments below the video, and you can just like the comment for the book that you want to be read, or like several comments if you'd like. And books on offer for January. Well, in my channel description it says, you want to read some Moby Dick, or Frankenstein, or The Great Gatsby. So, yeah, well, that's what we're going to vote. Except that The Great Gatsby is a score 9 book, so I should probably wait until the channel is more defined, until the format is more comfortable before I tackle such large works. So, the things we'll be voting for in January are Moby Dick, Frankenstein, and Great Expectations. Moby Dick, as far as I know it, is a book, a pretty classical story about a guy who goes out to sea to battle this sea creature, and it really drives him to the furthest. But he can't give up, he has to defeat the sea creature, noble fisherman that he is. This story sounds familiar somehow? Alright, this just in. Moby Dick is 1,000 pages. We're doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea instead. But of course, I mean, we all sort of know what Moby Dick is about. The same goes for the second book, Frankenstein, by Mary Shelley. Really, what can be said about it? Except that maybe we should have saved it for October and Halloween. And the third book is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I don't know a lot about it. I think there was a South Park episode about it at one time. I think Great Expectations is about this old woman in a house who hates life and tells some kid that the world is bad. Great Expectations is Charles Dickens' 13th novel and his penultimate completed novel, a Bildungsroman which depicts the personal growth and development of an orphan nicknamed Pip. Blah blah blah. It is set among marshes in Kent and in London in the early to mid-1800s and contains some of Dickens' most memorable scenes, including, that seems to be a lot of spoilers, blah blah blah. Dickens' themes include wealth and poverty, love and rejection, and the eventual triumph of good over spoilers. Great Expectations is popular both with readers and literary critics and has been translated into many languages and adapted numerous times into various media. It'd be my first Charles Dickens book. I can't say I've heard too many good things about Charles Dickens actually being exciting, but I mean, we'll have to tackle the old man at some point. Thank you very much for watching. Please like one of the comments or several of the comments to vote for which book we're going to be reading in January. I'll let you know beforehand, a little earlier than this time. And if you could, please leave your feedback on how the videos look at this point, because I'm really trying to improve on the format here, and I really appreciate your help. Alright, see you soon!